Fala galera do YouTube, beleza? Aqui quem fala é Jack. Bom galera, eu vou estar fazendo aqui uma live aí de The Witcher, beleza? Bom, vamos ver aqui como tá a transmissão ao vivo aí pra vocês. Vou colocar aqui em 1080p 60. Tá bom, ó, parece que tá ótimo agora. Bom, mas parece que o jogo ainda tá em 2.5K, então eu vou ajeitar aqui pra vocês conseguirem de fato enxergar bem. Deixa eu só me arrumar aqui. Eu gosto de jogar deitado na cama. Não sei vocês, comenta aí se vocês gostam na cadeira de vocês, na cadeira gamer. Ou eu prefiro deitado, mano. Eu tenho uma cadeira gamer, mas de fato eu prefiro deitado. Bom, eu vou aqui nas configurações de vídeo e vou colocar aqui, ó, em vou colocar aqui em 1080p para vocês conseguirem enxergar aí o jogo de boa. Cadê? Aqui. Porque se eu rodar em 2.5K, galera, muitos de vocês não vão conseguir nem carregar o vídeo. Beleza, eu acho que agora tá safe. Acho que dá pra rodar até um ultrinha de leves aqui. Tá tudo no ultra? Já tava já. Vamos ver. Chamar o cavalinho aqui de leves. Só que agora, galera, eu vou ter que ir aqui e simplesmente trocar aqui o codec rapidinho aqui no OBS. Por quê? Porque senão vocês não vão conseguir ouvir o que eu tô ouvindo aqui no jogo, né? Vamos ver. Vou colocar uma música aqui só pra testar aqui rapidinho. Só pra ver se o barulho vai agora. Agora tá indo, tá vendo? Agora tá indo, realmente. Agora sim vocês estão conseguindo ouvir. Mas senão era ficar mudo e era ficar meio estranho, né? Fazer uma live de um jogo só mostrando minha voz e vocês não estão ouvindo. Beleza? Então bora aí. Agora tá safe, galera. Agora tá safe. Deixa eu ver se só na live aqui está aparecendo o volume.
Come on.
Agora tá safe, galera. O volume do jogo tá bom, tá tudo ótimo aí. A qualidade do vídeo também tá ótima. Beleza, galera.
That's it, Roach.
Bora. Que jogo foda, né, mano? Isso é louco. Meu sonho, galera, sempre foi ter um PC que rodasse tudo, mano. E hoje, velho, eu tenho um jogo que roda The Witcher 3 com tudo no Ultra, mano. Que sonho, velho, realizado, mano. Vocês não têm noção da felicidade que eu tô, velho. Lembrando que a nossa configuração é um Ryzen 7 3800 XT com 8 núcleos de 32 Não, quem dera. É um Ryzen 7 3000 XT com 8 núcleos e 16 threads, operando aí a 4.5 GHz, né? Só um momento, galera. Deixa eu só ativar uma opção aqui pra mim, que fica muito boa pra mim, né, no caso. Que é ver o FPS aqui, né? Mas vocês não vão chegar a ver, só eu, né? Beleza. Só eu mesmo pra ver aqui como tá aí a transmitings. Beleza? Agora eu vou jogar com paz. Beleza, vamos lá. Nosso objetivo é encontrar a cabana do curandeiro.
Go, go.
Vamos pela floresta mesmo, porque nós é ruim. Tem um caminhozinho aqui.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
What do you want from him?
To give him what he deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries. Said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries. Lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
Get the hell out. Now.
And here I thought we'd have a day without corpses. Herb Majors pay top coin for the special bits of rare creatures. Wonder how much we'll get for his eyes.
Round behind! That'll never stand still, damn it! That fucking blows!
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Bruxo furador de bucho.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Ooh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper. Designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Pella. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Pella could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Pella don't know. But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell, the little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them. This way, I think. Show me what you got. Another clue. Good. There you are. Here, goat. Here, princess. Hoofed and horned. Should have known it would be stubborn. Go, go. Whoa! Come on, let's go see the Beller. Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? Come on, damn it. Where the hell'd you go? I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Princess, flee not from the pillar, for there are wolves about. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back. Will this do?
They are not here. There is blood. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just the child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone, the child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was, and she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps, or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast, only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White Wolf, Wise Wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming. That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Peller.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is. Lightning strike? Faster. Come on, Roach.
People! Castle's on fire! Set the stables afire! It's burning! Ben! Fire! Drink old fool tottering about again.
Calm him down.
You know how it is.
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry. Damn it, won't budge. Probably bolted on the inside. Need another way in. Damn it, won't budge. Probably bolted on the inside. Need another way in.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof collapsed!
Coming to get you.
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating him for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Come on, come closer. We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned.
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and a pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Mano, que bizarro, velho, é isso.
Get back.
Mano, muito bizarro.
long you gonna make me wait?
Mano, esse jogo é difícil pra caralho, mano. Porra. Tá, peraí. Rapidinho. Aqui.
Cheat activated. Cheat activated. Cheat activated. Deactivated. Trainer activated. Cheat activated.
Tá, peraí. Vamos ver.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Agora
Here's
dá
the
uma
spot.
acelerada.
Chose a lovely spot.
Bichinho feio,
Damn
mano.
it, will you relent? I'm...
Good. The grave's dug.
What's that?
Botchlings on the prowl. Take it in your arms, quick.
You think it goes Garrity? It'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets blowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one who wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck. Bloody hell. Not now, Geralt. It's too almost.
Spectres. Botchlings sent to try.
Do something!
Caramba. Que bicho do demônio é aquele, mano? Que bicho do satanás é aquele? Caramba. Que bicho é aquele? Pera aí, galera. Que merda é essa, velho?
Deactivated. Cheat activated.
Por que o resto não pega?
Cheat activated. Deactivate. Cheat activated.
Caramba, que bicho do demônio é esse, velho? Pera aí, galera. Rapidinho, velho. Pera aí, galera. Rapidinho. Mano, que bizarro, velho. Pera aí, galera. Tá abrindo o game aí. Deixa eu abrir aqui. Cadê The Witcher aqui? The Witcher. É esse. Adicionar. Cadê aqui a área de trabalho? The Witcher. Cadê The Witcher aqui? Tá, discos, games, The Witcher, pique.exe. Cadê, mano? Caramba. The Witcher tá aqui, ó. Dentro da BIM X64. Aqui. Tá, e agora? Agora é só dar play. Pronto. Agora o jogo vai abrir. Agora eu vou dar F1. F1. F6, F7, F8. F2. Contra F4. F6. F7. Pronto. Agora é só a gente continuar aí.
The Witcher's contact in Velen was to be Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission...
Agora a gente consegue jogar em paz, galera. Peraí, vocês estão visualizando? Deixa eu ver se vocês estão visualizando. Então, beleza.
Geralt read them and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
Beleza, bora. Agora a gente consegue de boa.
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a
Damn it.
Caralho.
good. The grave's dug up.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl. Get back.
Yeah.
Just wonderful. Actually, I'm sidetracked.
Monte versus um. Cê é louco, mano. Tá apelão isso daqui. Mano, o jogo tá muito apelão, velho. Tá muito apelão, velho. Ah, é o F1 aí. Pronto. Porra, velho, o jogo tá muito apelão, velho. 300 mil animal. Pera aí. Ó, agora a gente consegue jogar de boa. Tá, vamos tirar aqui. A gente vai colocar aqui tela cheia de novo. Que o jogo automaticamente tira, não sei porquê. Pronto. Olha, o feto se recupera, maldito. Como é que ele se recupera agora?
Just wonderful.
Bloody hell. You killed my child.
You know I had to.
You were supposed to lift the curse. Save it, damn you, not kill it.
Forgive me. It couldn't be avoided. I truly am sorry.
Yeah, sure. Like hell you're sorry.
Calm down. Go home. With a bit of luck, I'll be back soon with news of your family.
What will you do with that blood?
Me? Nothing. Just hope that Peller knows what to do with it. Go home. I'll come see you once I know something.
Conseguimos. Mas que batalha, hein?
Giddy up.
Olha a chuva, que lindo, velho. Vamos ver o que que ela quer.
Go.
Help an old feeble woman.
What's wrong?
T'other night blasphemers pox take and profane the shrine to Verna the Merciful. Shrine's gotta be repaired, else Verna will take umbrage. Our cows will croak, kitties will be covered in warts, and our dogs will get the mange.
Warts and mange? Sounds dangerous. Fine, I'll help you. Done.
The good gods have sent ye to me. Someone to repair their shrines from this day on.
Look, already got a trade. I'm a witcher. Restoring traditional roadside structures in wood, just not my specialty.
Fighting evil, that's a witcher's calling. And vandals are worse than beasts.
Fine. I see any damaged shrines, I'll take care of them. Won't go out of my way, though.
Nothing's out of the way in these parts, and the gods will guide ye. You look awful.
Giddy up. White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Help with what?
With the dead that come a-haunting, peace must be made. But they must then wait for Forefathers' Eve. Or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off, the Pella can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Could use a few potion ingredients. Show me what you got.
Vamos aí comprar. O dono da loja. Que ele no caso. Vamos comprar é tudo. Bicho, ele não tem nada. Oh, que pena.
Got the botchling's blood. Know what to do? How to find Anna and Tamara?
Blood, blood, blood. The Pella knows the ritual to summon the spirits. The Pella will take the blood.
So how will this ritual work?
A decoction the Pella shall brew, and when midnight tolls, off we go to the sacred ground in the woods.
We gonna need black candles?
Step onto the paths of blood a night, standing upon bare ground facing the old gods. It is not unlike Forefathers' Eve.
All right, what then?
The Pella shall summon the spiritling, the babe's ghost, and it shall be our guide. And then you shall see something few these days witness.
Can I help? Bring any other ingredients?
Henbane, yes. Jimson weed, aye. And lungwort. Ah, here's the lungwort. Milk. Why, Princess shall provide. And a Pella's always got hen's feet, but eau de vie. Fear that's all gone. Ah, there's some hooch left. Do just fine. So that's everything.
All right, let's see if these old rituals hold any sway in these foul times.
You wish to go right away?
Yeah, don't see any sense in waiting.
So shall it be. The White Wolf must follow the Pella. The Pella will show the way.
We got a long way to go.
No, it's not far. Through the village, then the wood, and there we will be.
All this the Baron's land?
'Tis now. 'Twere not before.
So who'd it belong to?
To the Lord. Serad, they called him. An evil man he were. Vile. Cared not a lick for common folk.
You all get together and drive him away?
When the Black Ones came, the Lord to the tower on Fyke Isle fled. The invaders set the fields afire, and a great hunger descended on us all. while the Lord in abundance wallowed there in the Tower of Mice. The old gods, in their ire, upon him visited a punishment. A plague of rodents swarmed the isle. At first, they ate all from the feast tables. Then, the Lord and all his court they devoured.
Local gods just aren't known to be tolerant.
Move it!
Nilfgaardians hit you pretty hard.
Folk are poor here. It's rare the mighty concern themselves with the poor. But the invaders will be punished, that's sure. Perchance they've already been.
How's that?
A pestilence grips their camp and will devour them all, as the mice devoured the Lord's court. Nearly there, nearly there.
What is this place?
Shh! The Wolven Glade.
Nice name. White Wolf should feel right at home.
The White Wolf. Aye, good balance. For terrible things happened here of yore. To this day, none dare mention the name aloud. Here, the place.
What now?
Light the fires.
What about you? What'll you do?
The Pellar must clear the stone, then draw the signs. Then, to the gods shall the Pellar pray, that no evil may take us.
The fires. Why do we need them?
To keep malicious forces at bay. You must watch they do not go out, or else it shall come.
What'll come?
Evil.
All right. No reason to dawdle.
Prepare and prepare well. Once the spirits appear, there'll be no recourse, no turning back.
Nothing like a little encouragement.
Light the fires. The Pellar will treat that as his sign to begin.
Ready.
The fires. Watch them. Let nothing break the circle. By the powers of earth and sky, by the world that was to be your home, I, who have tasted your blood, summon you to guide me. Come, blood unborn. Come, blood spurned. Come, blood never named. Hear me upon the paths. Lead me along the trail of those bound to you by blood.
Damn it. Supposed to keep the fires lit.
I see the blood of her blood. I see the blood corpse. Tamara's coming with me. I see blood. Blood. Dark on a pale visage. So bright gold. Dark in blood beneath the white nails. I am the Show me the blood that is your blood. Show me the blood that is lost. The blood summons me. Just a bit further, Mum. Hold on. Blood leaves her face. Thorny boughs snag her. Stop her. I am a drop on a web. Will Wojtek wait? dark blood carries the question downriver?
Why do you seek the child of elder blood? Nigh is the time of the white frost and white light, the time of madness and disdain. The world shall perish amidst ice and be reborn of elder blood, of a planted seed. What can you possibly offer?
You all right?
Yes.
Is it over?
It's done. The Pella's seen what he was meant to say.
What did you see first?
The Pella saw the Baron and Mrs. Anna. They quarreled. He did not wish for her to leave. He shook her, but the Pella sensed no anger in him. He wounded her, and in the blood, the Pella sensed love. A love sad and tormented.
Didn't fully understand what the second vision was about.
Anna miscarried, blood everywhere. Suffering, the Pella felt it on her. She died her daughter's death.
Third vision seems most important.
They were walking through the woods, both weak, but for different reasons. Yet both knew where they were going.
Not sure I heard you right, but you mentioned a Wojtek.
Hope filled both their hearts at the thought of him.
And the prophecy at the end? Ithleen's words, you quoted them, and then asked me a question.
Forgive the Pella. He knows not what you mean. Spirits. The spirits speak through the ritual, not he.
This Wojtek from your vision. Know him?
Wojtek. Two Wojteks have we nearabouts. In Blackbow lives one. In his hut, there he stays, has for years. Gophers, with gophers he lives, they say. And he could remember a time when in these lands dwelled only elves.
And the other? Somehow I doubt they went to a century-old rodent lover for help.
A fisherman. A family he has lives in a secluded hut near the river's mouth.
Time I was on my way. Thanks for your help.
Refuse? Why, the Pella could never have refused. A man seeks to do good in life, but evil is unavoidable. The ones who encounter evil, why, they must be helped. Fare thee well, and may the gods bless and keep you.
That stench. What now, you piece of filth? Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
They call you Wojtek.
They do, kind sir. But I's not done a thing. Swear it on the lives of my young'uns.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden. And then, from the woods, a roar. broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. Faster. Go, go. Come on.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
Who ordered the city gates closed?
Word is the king himself. Doesn't want paupers and refugees pissing all over his beautiful city. Apart from which, when folk can go hither and thither, always a chance some spy will slink through. This way, spies got it harder. So, no pass, no passage.
What kind of pass are we talking about?
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
Farewell.
Watch your step. Oh! Watch your step.
Beg your pardon? Oh, good thing we'll leave soon.
Everyone to me! To me! Oh, apologies. Ah. Ooh. Best way, this side of the bonfire.
Oh boy, oh boy. What is it?
Mug like a piss.
Watch your step.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek send you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sends you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father worries only about what to get soused on next.
You're right. Your father's a jackass.
Glad we agree. But in that case, why are you helping him?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally, we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The eternal fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
Faster. Run, Roach. Giddy up. Hey, ya. Not so fast, Roach.
Então é isso, galera. Falou, se inscreva no canal, compartilhe o vídeo e seu like. Vou ficando por aqui. Falou, galera. E é nóis. Tchau.